I've always been drawn to an empty theater. Under the usual circumstances, of course. It's a world in between worlds. It's not what it was, and it's not what it will be, even from night to night on the same show. An empty theater is this liminal window into past and future. Just to sit on an empty stage and let it seep in. It feels like an old memory of a new friend, or maybe a dream you haven't even had yet. It's palpably charged. Of course, in most places, too many possibilities can be paralyzing. But in a theater, there's space. Maybe it's the lingering endorphins of people laughing and crying in the same room. But the air molecules in a darkened theater hum. Where will we be when the lights come up? This dance is called the 7 Across, and we were learning it before this shelter-in-place order, so I only know the beginning of it. One of the most uncharacteristic things that I've done since the crisis was to enter into a contest to win a spot on a game show.
All right, you're ready. Here we go. So, Bill, who is Stephen Colbert playing for?
Keri King of Providence, Rhode Island.
All right, ready to do this?
Oh, 100%.
All right, first question. An Ohio
As I'm dancing here, I have no idea that the next morning has in store for me all kinds of messages from friends who listen to NPR up and down the East Coast who I haven't heard from in ages. What a surreal gift on our second week of isolation.
Bill, how did Stephen Colbert do in our quiz?
You know, Stephen won. We don't let friends go away empty. He won.
Congratulations, Stephen.
Peter, that...
I'm
Stephen...
bragging to my family. I won the Wait Wait Don't Tell Me quiz.
I'm still pretty sure that didn't really happen. Okay, now what's about to happen is I get so fixated on trying to get this step that I don't even hear my name being called by one of my friends. We're at the pier at India Point Park. This was before the parks were closed. And of all people, my friend Rebecca and her husband Casey were coming off the bike path. Rebecca used to tap at the studio with me, but her shifts are at such odd hours that she stopped coming. She's a nurse, and in this conversation that we're about to have, she tells me about how bad off they are at the hospital for PPE. Now, that same week, my friend Linda, my neighbor, had started leading the charge to make a bunch of masks. So after a little bit of matchmaking and Linda's amazing hard work, Rebecca and 30 some odd of her friends at Women and Infants got masks. They got cloth masks to help extend the life of their N95s. I had been in such a foul mood that morning. And I was on that pier that morning for hours, trying to break that feeling. Sometimes you've just gotta sweat it out until the fog lifts.